My husband slammed the door so hard the picture frames rattled, one last blow in a fight that felt like the end of us. I'd accused him, again, of hiding something, and he'd called me paranoid, his eyes cold and distant. Hours passed, the apartment echoing with silence, until my phone buzzed with a news alert, live footage of a protest downtown. I almost scrolled past it, but froze when I saw him, front and center, hand in hand with a woman I recognized, a politician whose values were everything we'd mocked together in bed. They looked intimate, like they'd known each other for years, not hours. Reporters swarmed them, snapping photos, while she leaned in and whispered something, her hand lingering on his back. I felt sick, remembering his words, how he'd spit on everything she stood for, how he'd promised me he'd never betray who we were. I watched him chant slogans I knew he didn't believe, his face lit up with a passion that he'd never shown at home. My mind raced, how long had this been going on? Was it about her, about politics, or was it just about hurting me? By midnight, he was home, smelling of sweat and adrenaline, face flushed like he'd lived another life in those missing hours. He didn't apologize, just stared at me, daring me to ask questions. I didn't, I just stared back, wondering if I was more angry at his betrayal, or at myself for never really knowing the man I'd married. He went to the shower, and I sat down, knees shaking, heart pounding, realizing the fight wasn't about what he'd done. It was about what we'd become, actors in a marriage where neither of us believed the lines anymore. I'd clung to our shared ideals as proof we were meant to be, but maybe he needed to burn it all down to feel alive. Maybe I did too. The real betrayal wasn't the hand-holding or the secret protest, it was the secret life we'd both been living, side by side, convinced our love was still real when all we had left was the performance.